What up? It's OG. I'm on here today to talk to you about some stuff that's been on my mind and maybe a little bit of enlightenment that has come my way through prayer and reading the Bible. I'm sure a lot of you understand that with the state of the world and everything that's going on around us, that I'm sure there's a lot of people that you wouldn't expect or suspect of getting into their Bibles. I'm telling you, the Lord's presence is strong right now, but so is the devil. Every day we got to watch out for these snags that he sets up for us, these snares. And I've begun to realize today how deep they go. You know, the devil sows doubt. He's known as the great deceiver. And I believe that he does it through thought processes. He tricks you into thinking things about yourself that aren't true. He is the one holding the microphone of that voice that is the drill sergeant in your head, trying to deceive you and get you to believe that you're nothing. You're insignificant, that you can't heal, that you can't get through these problems in your life. That voice in your head that doubts everything. That voice in your head that tells you you're not enough. The voice in your head that tells you that you don't know what the right decision is. He sows doubt and confusion inside of us. The tricky part is he's really sneaky. And whether we want to accept it or not, he sneaks into our lives in the most subtle ways, and he sneaks into our lives under the radar. He's like the ultimate at stealthiness. So a lot of us are walking around living a life of sin and living in different types of sin that we don't even realize is sin. That's how far down we have went into the rabbit hole of life. We are so far removed from Adam and Eve and the Garden of Eden that sin is so prevalent in our daily life that it's almost like the poison in everything we eat. It's everywhere. It's attacking you from every angle. And right now, it's stronger than ever because the devil knows the end of the story. He knows how this ends. And he knows that his time is soon to be up. So he's cranked it up. And he is in panic mode. And he is using anything he can to get to you. He has pulling out all the stops. There is no mercy in what the devil has for you. But Jesus is different. And he is our Redeemer. And if we follow him and we believe in him and we listen to the words of God, the ones that ring in your head that you've known forever, that conscience that tells you this is the right way, don't listen to that other voice. We've got the Bible at our disposal to look at and reference on all these different things. Anyways, I guess my point to get on here today is to remind everybody that sin is everywhere. And the littlest of sin could be causing the biggest of problems in your life and you don't even realize it. So don't be afraid to self-reflect. Take stock of what you're doing. Look at yourself and go, hey, Am I living in sin? And don't just look at the on the surface sin, the 10 Commandments, the way that the stuff that everybody sees. You need to look deep within, and you need to go in that closet where them skeletons are, and you need to look at them skeletons, and you need to go, okay, this is what's really causing problems in my life. It ain't on all the surface stuff. It ain't what everybody else sees. It's that deep under the surface stuff. It's these small cracks in the lining of our armor that we've allowed the devil to get in. And, you know, based on some of my previous videos, this may be a little bit different to whoever out there is watching this, but the Lord has called on me many times in my life to preach. And today I was led to Ezekiel chapter 1 and 2. And in chapter 2 of Ezekiel, Ezekiel was told to go and preach the word of the Lord to the people, and was told that they probably wouldn't receive it, but to do it anyways. To go and say, the sovereign Lord has sent me to tell you this. And I realized that there's no better time than now to speak up and start digging into my Bible, into my faith, and understanding what God's plan is for me in my life. And if you feel that calling on you now, pick up that Bible. Investigate the things that are on your mind. Don't be afraid to use your phone. Look it up. Type into Google or whatever search engine you use what your question is. Like today for me, is it possible to have instant healing, you know? People are instantly healed. I've been dealing with some afflictions of health, and they've been causing and wreaking havoc in my life. Some of that is why I haven't been on here as often as I used to. Regardless of that, this is the home of no excuses, and I'm not using that as an excuse. I'm back. I'm here to talk. I'm here to encourage, and hopefully I'm able to reach some of you folks out there that are like me, that may be on the fringe of society, and some of us have been outcast. Some of you may look at me and think maybe I'm talking about the way I look and such, but that's on the surface. Like I said, the reason we've been outcast is we haven't taken that stock I was telling you about in our life. We haven't taken self-control and used it in a way to develop ourselves into someone that is worthy of mimicking, or, as they say, be a shining example to the people around you. Well, it's hard to be that unless you're willing to dig deep into that closet of skeletons and start dealing with them. Anyways, if you want to hear more of things like this, tune in. I'm going to do some more videos and talk about, I don't know, I'm just kind of using this as a vlog to be on here and motivate, and also talk about some of the spiritual things and different things going on in my life and the way I see them. And, you know, I feel blessed to have a vision and an understanding that I do of the things that I read. And, you know, feel free to comment if you have any suggestions, or feel free to share these videos. Feel free to like them, all of those different things if you get anything out of it. But I think this is the direction that the Original Gangster channel is going to go in. Is I want to get on here and discuss, and hopefully the videos in the future, I'm going to try and shorten them up and get to the point. Something I'm working on, like those things I was talking about that could be going on the surface that we don't even realize, and we've accepted to be a part of us. That's just me, I'm a talker, and that's one of my insecurities. That's one of the things that, I really don't, I'm triggered by when people make comments about and things. But, I've come to realize that I have to have compassion for myself and realize that the Lord gave me a gift of gab, or the gift of talking and understanding and using words in a way that are like a wordsmith. That's one of the things that I like. There's other people out there that do that and try to communicate in that way. And, maybe I'm not as good at it as others. I don't know. But I have to have compassion on myself, and I have to realize that sometimes I may ramble on too long. This may be one of those times, but I have to give myself grace and understand that if I can harness these gifts that the Lord has given me, whether it be my vision or understanding of something, or it be the fact that I'm willing to and able to get up and talk about these things, willing and able to get on here and talk about them. Either way, the only way that you're going to heal, and this is the whole point of this whole thing this morning. If you're still here, you're about to get the meat of it all. You're about to get the good part of it. So I'm glad that you stayed along for the journey. But if you truly want to heal physically and mentally, I realized that it can happen in an instant. We have to truly accept the person we are, and we have to drop all the masks and the false identity that has been indoctrinated and pushed on us since we were little kids. We have to dig deep within, open that closet of skeletons and get them out of there. Free yourself from the chains that bind you. For the Lord will be here soon. And when He is, I hope that my name and every one of you that are listening to me right now, that your names, our names, are written in the book of life. We'll talk more about that on another day. We're coming up on 13 minutes, and 13 is my number, lucky 13. So I'm going to cut it off here and wish you guys a wonderful day, and God bless you and all the blessings that the Lord has for you. I pray that you guys are able to open yourself up to them and receive them today. Thank you so much for listening, and I hope you come back for some more. OG, out.